How's it going, Top Forest TV? My name's Jack and welcome to my preview of Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool, taking place at the City Ground tomorrow lunchtime. So yeah, you look at these sorts of games and they're sort of the ones that, for a newly promoted side, a team who's been out of the Premier League for such a long time, it's just the kind of games that you it's all made for, really, playing against a big six side, welcoming them to your stadium. Okay, we played them last season in the Cup. And very, very, played very, very well. Only lost by a goal to nil. It was Diogo Jota who scored in that one. We'll be hoping for a similar level of performance from Forest in this one, to be honest with you. But it's really one of the games that you look for. And as Forest fans, a bit before our time, for me, my dad's era, there was a bit of a needle between these two clubs. We were the two most successful sides, maybe not successful, but the two best sides in the division at the time, and at a point in Europe, we were both going for European cups. We were both going for the league, as it was called, the first division. They still sing a song, "We Hate Nottingham Forest." We have that one. We hate Derby County. We hate Leicester too. We hate Sheffield United. But Forest with Review, they've got one, but they include us in it. So they maybe new gen fans like myself and that sort of thing who have only been around. Well, I'm 22 now. But fans sort of around my age and maybe a little bit older might not quite understand, or might not. I mean, you can understand it because I understand it, but it may not really, be too kind of, what's the word I'm trying to say? They may not really have experienced it. They may not sort of know what's going on, especially for Liverpool fans. They don't really, they're not really going to think about a Championship club. Obviously for Forest, we look at big Premier League clubs and you think. Put my drink down there, don't want to spill it. But, we look at big Premier League clubs, and we kind of like, oh yeah, there's a bit of a rivalry between us in that one. But for new Liverpool fans, they probably would never really have even given Forest much thought. Obviously, they grow up knowing Man United, Everton, and now Man City have come into the equation a little bit for them. I'm looking forward to this game. Obviously, we've not had the great start to the season, and we're not playing great football, but it's just games like this. If the players can't get up for a game like this, Liverpool at home, in the Premier League, they're not going to be able to get up for many games at all. It's games like this where players, when they get that professional contract, they dream of playing against the likes of Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, I'd say Man City. Man City now, back in the day, that they probably didn't really care about the likes of Man City and Tottenham. But, it's the games that you kind of, you look forward to as professional footballers. And I really hope that the players put in an absolute shift. The fans need to be on top of the Liverpool players like they were in that game in the FA Cup. We need to generate that kind of atmosphere. Might be a little bit difficult to do that at a lunchtime kickoff, maybe if it was sort of the 5:30 game or the 4:30 on a Sunday, maybe it would be a little bit better of an occasion to do that. But, with the first game of the weekend, and hopefully we can cause a bit of an upset in that fixture. Overall, I think if you're being realistic, you look at this game and you think, it's probably going to be a comfortable Liverpool win, and it might pan out like that. I wouldn't be surprised if it does. Liverpool have started to kind of have a little bit of a change in their fortunes of late. A big win last Sunday against Man City, a win in the week, another 1-0 win in the week at home to West Ham. Prior to that, they beat Rangers 7-1 in the Champions League. So they've had a bit of an upturn in form, whereas before that they had losses to United, draws at home to the likes of Brighton, at the start of the season, an away draw against Fulham, another newly promoted side. So I look at that and I think, maybe we could, on our day, maybe get something from this one. But I'm not feeling all that confident. I don't want to be doom and gloom. My head's saying a comfortable victory for Liverpool, but my heart's saying, we could get something from this. We need to make it difficult, make it somewhere that's not fun for the Liverpool players to be. We want to be on top of them and really making an atmosphere out of this one. And really hope that we are able to get something out of this game. I mean, if you look at our performances of late, we've been definitely a lot better at the back. We've gone from losing 4-0 away at Leicester to drawing, 1-1, drawing 1-1, losing 1-0, and then drawing 0-0. So, one game we conceded 4, 3 games we've conceded 2. So it's definitely an improvement in the defensive category, the defensive situation. I think Cooper's really working on making sure the defence is solid, compact, does their job, knows what they're doing, and then we can look to build on it going forward. I think if you look at going forward, I think you need to start someone like Awoniyi. He may not have had the best start to the season. Okay, he scored, twice maybe? I know he scored against Fulham and West Ham. I can't recall him scoring against anybody else. Okay, yeah, like I say, he maybe only scored twice, and he may have missed a good couple of chances against Leicester or whatnot. But I think the way that we're looking to play at the minute, where we're trying to stay compact defensively and then just get the ball forward as quick as we can, try and get down the line. You need someone a bit more physical, a bit stronger in the likes of Awoniyi, who can kind of hold it up a little bit more, be a bit more of a presence up front, and be someone that we can kind of build upon. Not saying he's going to be a target man striker, because he's got a lot more assets to his game, but just to have somebody up there is a bit more physical, someone who can put himself about a bit more than maybe a Johnson can, for example. Someone who's just there, be a bit stronger, get himself stuck in and hold it up maybe, and allow other players to catch up and get involved. I think that could be a real bit of an important bit of our game tomorrow, should we be able to do that. Hopefully we have that possibility. But we need someone a bit strong, a bit physical, to be a bit of a presence up front and make that opportunity where we could maybe build it upon that. I don't think we're going to get many chances at all. So whenever we try and get forward with the ball, we need to be make sure that it results in something. Be what's the word I'm trying to think of? Be I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of, but where you make every chance count. I can't quite remember the word. Efficient. Be efficient with our attacking play. Make sure that when we get those half chances, we're really making them pay, making them get something out of it. Like I say, I think we'll be on the back foot for quite a large portion of the game. But if we can make those chances count, if we can work to get the ball forward, hold it up, and try and bring players in and around the Awoniyi, maybe that could work. I think if you go with a starting 11, you go Henderson in goal for sure. I think we go with the back four. I think we've looked a lot, as weird as this sounds, we looked a lot more defensively solid with 4 defenders rather than 5. So I'd probably go with Williams. Actually, no, Aurier on the right. Potentially Williams on the left. At Toffolo didn't have a great time against Wolves and didn't really get played much against Brighton, but I will go Toffolo on the left hand side, more natural in that position. The 2 centre backs for me, you expect it to be Cook and McKenna because that's what it's been recently, but I'd like it to be Worrell and McKenna. They have that understanding from last season, and I just think that it's just a bit, I don't know, a little bit. I just prefer that partnership. For me, I just think that they work well together. The midfield 3 for me, I'll have Freuler in a bit more of a deep lying role with, for me, O'Brien and Yates ahead of him. Yates has looked really good of late. I really am impressed by him. And then O'Brien, he looks like a really crucial player for us, and I'm not sure why he hasn't started more. In the moments he has played, he's looked really good, so I definitely give him a go. And then the front 3 for me, I'd have probably Dennis on one wing, Gibbs White on the other, with Awoniyi through the middle. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see who he picks. That's who I'll go with, but we'll see what Cooper wants to do. And yeah, in terms of a scoreline, like I say, my head's saying 2-0 Liverpool, comfortable early Saturday fixture for them, comfortable win. But my heart's going, we could get a 1-0 or a 1-1 or something. Just because every point's precious in this league, and we need to take every opportunity that we can get. And hopefully we can cause a bit of an upset. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, smash the like button, subscribe if you are new around here and you haven't already. Comment down below what you think the score is going to be, who you think might start, and all that good stuff. And come on, you Reds, do us proud.